Hello, everybody. Audrey and I really want to thank you so much for your prayers and support this year. What a crazy year.
What a crazy year.
COVID-19 really turned the world upside down and impacted all of us. But you know what? None of that has the ability to stop the love of God or the grace of God. And so we just want to report to you what's happened this year. In Mexico, the big substantive thing that, to me, that's going on in all of our pioneer churches is our leaders, our national leaders, our national pastors have really coalesced and begin to take on the responsibility of working and making disciples without us there. We also have a children's home that we have now in Mountain Gateway, started by Jason and Nicole Fitzpatrick. We worked together for years and years in Mexico in the ministry that we all kind of grew up in together and learned to be missionaries in. And they have a children's home. They have a drug rehab program. They have village churches too. They've rescued kids from human trafficking and abject poverty and just amazing things going on there. Why don't you tell them what's happening at the Village Global, or the children's home?
Okay, will do. So got a list of things here. There's so many exciting things that Jesus is doing at the Village Global in Mexico. She has saved over 700 children over the years. And this year alone, she's had 30 children that she's rescued. And at this moment, there's about 45, 48 children at the home. And really, that's what it is. It's a home. It's a family. It's a place where the children are loved and they are adored and they are healed from their trauma. There are there's a counselor that comes once a week to speak with the children, to do music therapy and to do counseling with them. And some of these children have never had meals every day, and their heart are broken as well as their bodies. And so this is a place of healing. Britt and I got to go in June and meet the children and the staff there and participate in a graduation. And I just had to cry as I saw these children that I knew a lot of their stories, and knowing what they were rescued from. Many times Nicole would give me a call and she'd say, "Pray, I'm going into this home." And so I'd be praying for her to be able to rescue this child. And then I got to meet this child, and then to see them dressed up in a pretty dress and to be celebrated rather than tortured. And so thank you for your part in that.
In Nicaragua, we're also really excited by what Jesus has been doing. Many of you may know that 2 Category 4 hurricanes hit Nicaragua in the month of November, really within 2 weeks of each other, in virtually the same place. 23,000 families have been severely impacted, around 100,000 people.
We supplied enough food for 100 families for 3 weeks, and now we are in the process of purchasing enough food for 1,000 families for a month in Nicaragua, as well as 100 families for a month in Honduras.
Right, and so really we have kind of a threefold response strategy. We want to give relief, recovery, and relationship. So we want to help them long term as they transition into recovery. We have a long-term strategy. This is going to be months and months and months, because the damage really is extensive. We just did a survey flight like 4 days ago or something with Missionary Aviation Fellowship, and it's weeks after the storm. There's still millions of acres of land in the lower river basins of Nicaragua that are still flooded. Villages are still flooded. People are still in shelters. There are some people starting to come back home. Their crops have been destroyed. Their animals are dead. We're discovering pockets of people. We have the ability to help 1,000 families, about 5,000 people, and that's where we're starting.
Another thing that's been really nice is that we've been able to purchase a boat as well as a truck that will be used in delivering the supplies. And then the exciting thing is that is going to be used in developing relationships, because where we bring this relief and recovery is where we want to build relationship. Because our whole heart is not only to feed a belly right now and to help them have a roof on their house, but it's also to bring them into relationship with Jesus.
Mountain Gateway training. Well, we're about to finish up with a new cohort that they're just finishing. January the 10th, they're going to have their commissioning. So they're about to transition to language school. They're finishing their stateside training, which we're excited about, and they're about to take their steps forward. COVID-19 really caused a disruption in our scheduling and our school schedule, and
like everybody,
just like everybody.
Yep.
And so I think the students are doing well, and that's happening. So we're excited about that.
As many of you know, we were able to travel across the United States with them and pray in each state at each state capital. And interestingly, we didn't have as much contact with as many people as we traveled because we were in our truck 18,000 miles. But when we got to each place, we were seeing transformation happening, not only in us as a team, but knowing that Jesus was raising up the level of hope in the nation. I know things are kind of crazy right now, but we truly do feel that there's hope in this nation, and especially that no matter what, hope in Jesus never disappoints.
That's right. Super encouraged because of all the prayer initiatives going on across the United States. And that was very encouraging to us. And finally, we have an amazing thing also happening in Nicaragua. Is the Lord in 2017 provided a coffee farm for us. And so that's been... That's been an amazing learning curve, an amazing adventure, and an amazing living miracle. So we now grow, process, import, and roast and sell our own coffee. And we started a coffee company in the States called Edge Coffee. And it's moving along quite well, and it is the best coffee on planet Earth. You should buy some if you don't have any. It really is great.
Edgecoffee.com.
Edgecoffee.com.
There's so many different miracles that have happened on the farm, and I think we've got some of those in a newsletter as well. But one of the most important to me is the transformation that we're seeing in the people that work on the farm. And so we're seeing that they are having 48% more than the national average for their salary, and they are so grateful that they've had a consistent salary through a crisis in the nation. And then over these years, they have been receiving the love that we give to them. As we go down there, we're hugging them, we're excited, we thank them. We provided a place where they know they're safe to work, that they can be in a place of peace. And also, after this hurricane happened and we gathered up...
this is amazing.
Yeah, we bought the food in order to give it to the families in need. And 4 of our employees volunteer their time to go up the river in the riverboat and deliver the food to the needy people. And so we're seeing that not only are they having better lifestyle, having better income, getting 3 meals a day at the farm, but they also are having a transformation in the way they think and as they give of themselves to others. So we're super happy about that, and we've had Bible studies on the farm, and we're just seeing that God is truly doing transformation.
Yeah.
So
it's an amazing thing. We're so thankful to Jesus, and we're thankful to you. And we want to tell you, God bless you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you so much for how you have enabled us to go to the different nations.